New videos every day.
And this is Athena. We're still working on a little more detailed work of what to do for various things. And another question people have is about headaches. Headaches come in a wide range of variety. And there are some pretty severe headaches. There's some headaches that return a lot. There's migraines. There's all kinds of stuff. There's kind of heart headaches and liver headaches and headaches with stomach aches and all kinds of things. So headaches are always really tricky. And of course you can go to the store and get some kind of pain remedy. That ultimately isn't going to cause the problem or change the problem. It'll take care of a symptom, but it's not going to necessarily change the overall condition. What I'm doing here is I'm just going to do a little bit of lymphatics to just drain any fluid that might be there, putting pressure in the head, which is something that I do. I see a number of people for headaches. Over the years, what I have found is that before I knew cranial sacral work, massage techniques would oftentimes take care of a headache, but it was so temporary that for me it wasn't the kind of work that I wanted to do. I wanted something that was going to give people a little more than just a temporary fix. So the cranial sacral work is one of the things that I've found is the best modality that I know of to get rid of headaches without medication. I have watched many people come in with very severe headaches, so much so that there's been a lot of tears and leaving the session, leaving the clinic laughing because they feel so good. So there are cases where people will get completely over their headache in one treatment. There have been times that I have had to work somebody rather quickly because of a class situation or a seminar situation, and I've maybe had 5 minutes, and I can pull a headache out in 5 minutes in some cases as well. And it's all in technique, it's in intention, and it's in how much energy you can put in there to get the bones to reposition and the fluid to move. So my experience with headaches and helping a headache is, I would say 97% of the people that I've seen with headaches get incredible shifting in that condition. And I don't know what happens to the other percentage. They just aren't the kind of person that is going to receive the work, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with what we choose, just so long as we're making our choices that are informed and we know what we're choosing and we know what we're being talked into. So this is just the normal standard cranial base release, although I modify it a little bit and allow the head to have some support on the palms of my hands so I can stay into this position a little bit longer and feel deeper into this atlas and occiput relationship with one another. And I can also feel how balanced everything is with the head on top of the spine. Why I say that this is the best work for headaches is because when you can feel underneath what's going on and you can feel the amount of change that's happening at that membrane level, and understanding how much fluid change happens and structural change that happens. It's just amazing what goes on underneath the hands. So just the amount of change in itself, even though somebody may not say that they feel much different, I know that as time goes on they will feel different, because a person can't have that kind of change and not feel something differently unless they're in denial about it or they don't want to get better. And there are people like that who don't want to get better. They like being sick. They get attention. There's ulterior reasons for them to stay sick. They get the attention they need. They get money they need. They get whatever. It's an existence they're choosing, and there's nothing wrong with it. But just know, if you are a practitioner, there are just some people that you will not be able to help. Even though you know they're getting better, they're not going to get better. And lifting the frontal bone is always really nice, particularly when head pain is at the front of the head. That gives the spaces and gives some relief so things aren't so compressed. Moving the lymph out of there gets any kind of fluid that might be putting pressure in the head there as well. Now, any sort of a headache that might cause, migraines can cause some weird things with sight, but people know when they have migraines. But the kind of headaches that would cause eyes to be displaced or vision to be tremendously faulty or coordination problems or things like that, that would be situations that you would want to check out further. That would be something you may want to have the medical community do some further testing to make sure that there's not any kind of growth happening, because oftentimes those are indicators for something else much more serious going on. So who I'm speaking to is primarily the basically healthier person, but not somebody that's in necessarily perfect health, but somebody who's not under the direct care for real critical care. Although somebody in a situation of critical care can be helped with certain techniques of this body work, of various types of body work, but respect that the condition is going to need some modification. You must always respect what's going on with the body.